Alright, hi GameSpot. This is your community manager Cynthia here with the charming as ever Kevin VanOrd. Here to talk about Dark Souls. How's it going, Kevin?
I'm good, how are you?
Alright, so I got a few questions here for you. So what were some of your favorite classes and specs to play during this game?
Well, it's kind of funny actually, because you pick starting specs in Dark Souls, or I should say a starting class, but in the end you can kind of build however you want. But I would say it sort of depends on what you're looking to get out of it. My coworker Lark thinks that being a sorcerer is actually kind of easy mode in the game. I don't know that I agree with that, but it's definitely takes the edge off of certain situations if you're a sorcerer. So, you know, I would say if you want something that's a little easier on you, go with Sorcerer or Pyromancer and kind of stick with medium and long range spells. And if you want something that's a little more, you know, a little rougher on you, go with, you know, something melee, like a knight or something like that.
Okay. And then some of our game spotters have said that this is probably one of the hardest games. And I'm thinking they're saying this in the of all time kind of sense. How do you feel about comments like that?
I don't know that I quite agree. Dark Souls is very hard, but Dark Souls isn't. I should say maybe Dark Souls is punishing because there's a lot to lose when you make a mistake. But I think to suggest that if it's something like, you know, Ghosts and Goblins or something like that, it's not in that range because you have a lot of control over what's happening. So it's hard, one of the hardest games in recent memory, but, you know, new games tend to be easier than old games. So it all depends on the context. But if you've only been playing games for the last 5 years or something, yes, this might be the hardest game you've ever played.
And then do you have any final thoughts? Any little tips or tricks you'd like to share with the community?
Well, the best final thought is I think this game is one of the finest games of this generation, clearly, or I wouldn't have said such wonderful, wonderful things about it. I suppose, overall, be patient. Don't think that just because you've been through an area a dozen or more times means you can just zoom through it the next time. You always have to be on your toes. And pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to the notes, look at player ghosts, and, you know, take in your surroundings. Don't jump in, and use the head. If you do that, then things will go a lot more smoothly for you.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you very much.
Sure.